Alrighty, just some random Niagara-on-the-Lake here. Used to be a little white house here. Just walking here. It's where Roland's friends used to live. This house used to be like that too, but you can see it's all totally different. That house is there on the left side here. Used to be grapevines years ago. Oh yeah. Yeah, contracting fence here. That house, that brown brick house, used to be. No, Roland used to deliver papers there. Look at my big shadow along Gate Street. This house, I don't know what kind of style this is supposed to be, but ooh-wee. Can hear someone raking leaves in the distance. This is Center Street, which didn't always go through like it does now. It used to be kind of a dirt path and some posts, and was a trail about through most of the block to Victoria Street. This area up here, when we were kids, we'd usually go tobogganing in this area down this little hill here. It's all overgrown now, like anything. See, that house is for sale. This is a nice house that went up in the early 90s. Looks like a small castle, but I think it's like a bed and breakfast. This will bring work onto it, but it's basically advertising a bed and breakfast. Used to do his open field there. Alrighty. Alrighty. Now we're going down Niagara-on-the-Lake here, down Mississauga Street. Shit. William Street. A lot of these streets, they don't allow any heavy vehicles here. This was about 20 years ago, 20 some years ago, that residents complained about big trucks and stuff coming down the residential roadways, so they put a stop to that. The city put those signs up there. Alright, well here's just an empty lot. Used to have an old white house here. Tim Hortons here. This was an old Shell station over there years ago. Then there was Honeybee, and there's a Sunoco station there. Okay, we'll just wait and see here. Mary and Mississauga Street, so we'll just see the lights here. Okay, the light's going to change. Alrighty, let's go. That's Mary Street, but we won't go up there. Yeah, this years ago used to be Pepe's. Of course, this is a plaza here. Used to be heavy duty pizza once upon a time, but I think that's something else now. I don't know what it's called now, but okay, there's a Sunoco station again. So to avoid solar glare, we'll just walk past here. Subway. Was a donut shop years ago. Last truck. Yeah, I think there's supposed to be a black graveyard here for blacks. Okay, on Ann Street, approaching gate. This house here, and that White House over there all belong to a sort of a foster type family, like it's a group home. Well, sort of three. They were all the Sentinels. They took in, I don't know if they were troubled kids they took in, but they would take them in. And this empty field here used to be a little Catholic elementary school, St. Vincent de Paul, which they tore down some time ago to make way for senior citizens apartments here to go up here at some point. Of course, that house 20 years ago was just brand new that you're seeing there on the right hand side. first of a major development. In that area there used to be farmers' fields. And let's see, there's a bulldozer. I don't know where they were going. Came from that former Sentinel property. Alrighty. The now idle and abandoned CNC Yachts factory here in Niagara-on-the-Lake. Where I'm standing is where Regent Street at one time did come through. And you can see that yellow marking there. That it's now fenced off some years before. It's left abandoned. And derelict. It's too bad. This was one of the probably the only real driving force other than the Shaw and other tourism industry that drove Niagara-on-the-Lake's economy at one time. We're walking past here, looking at all the stands with all the big boats they built that were out here ready to be shipped off to wherever. I think the lady, this C.Y. Lee, opened it, or was going to do something with it. But obviously this never materialized. I think it's all boarded up because there used to be kind of a bluish glass. You could see the lighting inside. See, it was lit up in there at night. Like you could always see that from a distance. That's always that. Told me that I was there. The CNC Yachts are always just simply referred to as the boat factory. Coming up to King Street. Many of the old homes, and then there's a road there off that wasn't there years ago. Oops. That goes down towards Niagara Street and other streets. This heads the other direction.